It's actually cloudy, but it is not cold because it's actually pretty quite warm today. It's like 80 degrees. Little feels a little muggy, so I hate that kind of weather. It's kind of like that sticky weather. Don't really dig it. But other than that, it's a nice day out today. You already know on our lunch break decided to hop on, see what everybody was getting themselves into. Was the talk of the town, was the word of the curve. You heard me? What's everybody getting themselves into? Oh, forgot to set this up. Damn it, I was doing good too, man. These past lives, I had to remember to do it first. You know what? I wish that it gave us an option where I could just have it set up how I normally always have it set up, and I just it just goes in like that off the bat. That would be nice. What's cracking like it, Nick? I did drop a video on my other channel and on this channel if you guys want to go scope that out, right? I did yesterday. I dropped one on the other channel and then today on this one. What's cracking like it, Derek? What you getting yourself into, my boy? What's good, Sal? What's cracking like an Ishi? What's good, Mr. Pasa? What you getting yourself into, carnal? ¿Qué es la buena vida? Man, Derek, it looks like Drake threw in the towel, no? Looks like that's it. It looks like he's done with the fucking rap battle. He's like, yeah, I give up. He's like, this wasn't a good idea at all. What's for lunch today? Saturday, we smacked some tacos. They're all right. They're a little cold. More like dinner. Serio. Yeah, especially because there is some people that fucking eat lunch, fucking dinner like at 5. So I feel you. I slept and I woke up around 12:30. Damn, my boy, that's right. That's a good life. Shit. Except no, we wake up, take the kids to school, but then we come back and we sleep. Jesus Christ is Lord. What up, my boy? What's cracking like in? JJ? I missed your live last night. I was at the Raw MC Magic Show. Orale, that's right. Oh, they're having a show right now. They're fucking hitting the road, doing shows from state to state. The Kendrick Drake beef is a distraction. Them boys making so much money off that. No, well, yeah, as a ploy to make money, yeah, that's what all rap beefs are. All rap beefs are literally designed to bring in, eyes, right? Boost up their fucking their views, and you know what I mean, to get the town talking, speaking their names. So it's all designed on purpose, that goes for every beef. They just do it just to get views and money because people love it, right? People dig, drama, right? So they go out and they look for it, right? So they, people are aware of that, so they're getting their money. But I mean, like in the mix of doing that, right? Like doing it for the views and the, all that, right? You do tend to get individuals, fucked over, right? Like in Drake's case, right? With that whole pedophile shit. Because truths do end up coming out, right? And then the individuals are like, fuck, man. Because it's planned, but not like, let's say they call each other on the phone and they plan, right? Like you'll have one individual do it because he wants to bring people to come and whatever. And then you'll have the individual respond because he knows it's going to bring people responding, right? But they're not like in communication with each other, like talking about like, hey, say this, say that. You get what I mean? So then what ends up happening is real information ends up getting thrown out there. And then it's like, damn. Like, oh, well, you wanted to play. There you go. Congratulations. You need Jesus. Why? Why do I need Jesus? I didn't know I need Jesus. Why are you judging me? It was the best. A concert. That's right, my boy. You had a good time. Yeah, those concerts do end up cracking, bro. I've been to a few. Actually, I've been to a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I know people always clown on Chicano rap that it doesn't get a buzz or it doesn't really have a fan base and all that. But when you end up going to those concerts, you see the thousands and thousands of people that are there, right? So it's like I always wonder that myself. Like when I'm on the internet and people are talking all that shit, right? And when I'm at the concerts, I'm just looking in the fucking sea of people, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck is everybody talking about? And I always end up taking videos and pictures, right? And I put them up there, and people still talk. Oh, nah, well, they're just their body to clown on them. Like, okay. But people refuse to acknowledge the truth. They don't like being wrong, bro. Basically is what it is. Even with evidence, people will still be like, nah. Like, this was lying. Like, I got proof. What's your proof? Like, didn't you hear me what I said? Oh, that's your proof, your tongue? Oh, okay. That's what all the con artists say too. Like, bro, this is true, because I'm telling you. I never come with that mental. Anytime I come on here with anything, I always make sure to put out the evidence, right? Because I already know people are gonna say otherwise, right? So that's why I always make sure. Like, well, explain this. See, we can all say, whatever we want, right? But evidence does not lie. Minneapolis. All right, that's right, the Twin City. Should be cracking over there. No, serio, it does be cracking. There's been a lot of serial killers out of that area too. Yeah, Tupac's biggest beef was the same. Yeah, exactly. Tupac's, everything was done for attention, bro. Tupac knew it. Tupac knew that he would diss some people because for the clout, bro. People don't want to call him a clout chaser, but he would clout chase, bro. All of them clout chase, bro. Even the ones that call other people clout chasers, like 50 Cent was one of the biggest clout chasers, and yeah, he loves to call other people clout chasers. But in all true reality, bro, they were all clout chasers. That's because they were dissing rappers. All of them are clout chasers, bro. The teapots love to call the kettle black. Like, one of the things I never understood, like back in the days when you had the West Coast versus East Coast beef, right? And you would see individuals be like, F the East Coast. And I'm like, why? Well, because Tupac was like, F them. Like, and that's Tupac's beef, bro. What does that have to do with you? Like, oh, well, like, I got Pac's back. Like, why you personally know him? Well, no, but he's from my city. And because he's from your city, that means that he's right? Yeah. People's knowledge, bro, or people's way of looking at shit is fucking crazy. I am not gonna fucking pick sides on somebody's beef that I don't even know and have no involvement with, right? Bro, I used to bump East Coast and West Coast, bro. The fuck? That shit got nothing to do with me. Fuck over here picking sides for dissing rappers that I don't even know. You get what I mean? These were like, fuck them fools. Like, why? Cause, bro, Tupac said so. Think for yourself. That shit is crazy. Like, you literally have individuals out here dissing Biggie because Pac said. And these people don't even know Pac on a personal level, but hey, I guess. And yeah, they all claim to be independent. Pinches vatos mentirosos. If I started to drug deal, tax evade, murder, manslaughter, rob, commit arson, harass, assault, child neglection, child endangerment at the same time, what would the FBI do? Nothing. That happens on a day-to-day. What do they do? Nothing. Here's a fun fact. Governments have done each and every one of those things for years and years and years. That's a fun fact. Bet y'all didn't know that. There was even an operation, right, where the FBI set up a fake brothel. Yes, with prostitutes and everything, bro. And they used to, slip drugs to people without their knowledge, bro, and while they would watch the CIA and all that, bro. And yes, it was sanctioned by the government and everything, bro. Yeah, all of them were aware. It's all public record. You can go look it up. Yeah, so that's what your taxpayer money was going for. People hear that, somebody say that, and they're like, nah, because when I first heard it, I was like, nah, these fools are fucking tripping, these fucking weird conspiracy motherfuckers, And when you actually go look it up, I was left speechless, bro. I was like, nah, bro, this shit gotta be fake. Let me, verify. I was like, what the fuck? That shit blew, that was one of the ones that blew my mind, bro. No lie. I was like, huh, interesting. So sometimes when you hear these people, and they sound crazy, and you're like, because that one I was like, man, these motherfuckers are tripping, dog. Let me go look this shit up. Yeah. And I spent fucking weeks researching that shit, bro. I was like, because I was trying my hardest to prove it to be wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I was refusing to believe it. And then I was like, damn, bro, that shit is crazy. It's just that the story in itself is so wild and so stupid that I can't believe it that the highest chain of our government was actually allowing this shit, right? That I'm just like, there's no way in hell. I get it that there's some dumb individuals and people make bad choices. I understand that. But to this level, though, I was like, because this shit got to go through a gang of people, bro, before it gets, A-OK. So I was like, huh. Like, and then I was thinking maybe it was on some crooked shit. No, that shit was, it was approved. I forgot the name of the operation, man. If anybody knows in the comments, go ahead and leave it in the comments. But it's one of the ones that's talked about the most, right? And there's all kinds of books on it, because that shit was. It made them look bad. It made them look really, really bad. But one thing that I hate about conspiracy theories is that they grab that and that's like their trump card. Like, just because they proved that one was right, that just because that one is right doesn't mean that you're right about lizard people and all that shit, bro. That's not how it works. Like, yes, there could be some truth to some stories, but just because you prove one to be right doesn't mean that they're right or that you're right about all the other ones you're saying, right? But yeah, you weren't off on this one though. You know. It's just the story seemed so wild that I was like, nah, this shit's not true, bro. That I was just like, huh, this shit is fucking crazy. I think if people were to, look up what people say more often than not, you would probably be like surprised, because I do that a lot. When I hear like a off story and somebody says that it's true, I go and verify, right? And I'm just like, and sometimes I'm fucking, because that's how it works. That's why when I come on here and every time I'm saying something, I know that people could just look up what I'm saying, to see if I'm telling the truth or not. I am aware of that, right? So it always blows my mind when people try to come and lie. You know what I mean? Like, why are you lying for? People could just look it up and discredit you. Like, why would you so shamelessly, do that? So every time I come on here and I say something, it's not for people to believe what I'm saying, but to spark the curiosity for people to go look themselves and then be like, because I think that shit is interesting, Like, because that was mind blown. Like, damn, so these motherfuckers were actually getting prostitutes and just allowing this kind of shit? Like, And it was multiple. Like, I'm telling you, it was like a whole chain, bro, that everybody was seeing nothing wrong with it. Like, damn, bro, there's my taxpayer money, homie. Taking out of my check-in for this? Damn, bro. At least the gang members in the streets are robbing me, face to face. At least they, you know what you're getting. Right here, you think your money's going for some good shit, right? Like, oh yeah, these fools are, doing some good shit out there. And you find out they're doing all this fucking goofy ass shit, and it's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you guys, bro? Seriously, what is wrong with you guys? What is your opinion on homies turning Christian while locked up? Okay, here's my opinion on homies that turn Christians. There is nothing wrong with a homie becoming Christian, right? Like, if he's looking to change his life and look to better himself. there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, he's looking, to better himself, can nobody, take that away from the individual, right? So homies are not seen bad when they turn Christian because, they want to better themselves. They're only seen bad when homies are in the mix, homies are doing this and that, when they're making movidas and talking recklessly and acting all gangster and doing all this gangster shit. And then when shit goes sideways, right, and they're feeling the pressure, all of a sudden now they become Christian. See what I mean? Because it's not that they found the Lord, because they willingly didn't find the Lord. Why is it that you now, because you're in this situation, that you ought to all of a sudden be, found the Lord in your life? Like, they just say that just to diverge shit, just to, try to pull a fast one over people, bro. Huh? Like, you're fucking lying, bro, and you're using God to lie, bro. That shit is crazy. Like when somebody just, rightfully just, goes and fights spiritual stuff, whatever, can no homie hate on them, he did his thing, and now he's looking to better himself, and he rides off into the sunset. Can nobody be mad at that individual? He didn't tell on nobody. He didn't, come and, do this and that. He just found his spiritual stuff and rode off the sunset. And if homies were to see him, like, maybe, later on in the future, hey, wait, what's up with you, homie? What happened? Or I became Christian. All right, that's right, my boy, stay up. And that's it. Compared to a motherfucker like who snitched and all this and that and became Christian all of a sudden, it's like, you see that from the street, he's still going to get his ass whooped. Because people know that shit is a front, bro. It's a facade. So, just depending how they turn Christian, right? Did they, find the Lord, they themselves, or did they become Christian once they felt the pressure and shit went south? You know what I mean? That's when you see people's true colors, if they're being honest or not. Or if they're just using that as an excuse. I know people, are saying like, no, they found the Lord. How could anybody hate? No, bro, there's people that fake it, bro. Look at the people that become Christians and all this and that, and they steal from the church. They end up robbing money and all that. They weren't fucking really invested in the what the church was saying and all that. They were just looking to scam and using this as a decoy. You know what I mean? So not everyone that, goes down that route is actually a saint, and that's people's flaw. That's one of the mistakes that people make. They think just because someone goes to church that doesn't make them a perfect example. BTK was a serial killer, one of America's weirdest and craziest and sickest individuals. The reason why it was so hard to arrest him and why he went for so long, committing murders without being arrested, is because the individual worked for his church, or the town that he's from. He worked for the church. He was the one that would get all the church events together, and he had a wife and kids, so no one suspected him. You get what I mean? Because, that's the guy that gets all the shit together for the church. He ain't gonna be no serial killer. And it turned out that he was the fucking, because he fucking, in one of the things where he was taunting the cops, he left a floppy disk, and he didn't know that the floppy disk could be traced back to it, right? So it was traced back to the church, and it had his name on there, right? So they went to the church and asked for this individual. Then they started investigating him, and they got a warrant to search his pad, bro, and that's when they found all the shit. And they were like, what the fuck? Because the guy looks like he looks like a good guy, like a fucking regular, like somebody you would see at church. Just because they're at church, bro, does not make them saints, bro. Because individuals in there have skeletons in their closets too. And they're just using that just to, pull a fast one over people. You'll be surprised the level that people go to fucking manipulate, bro. Some motherfuckers have no shame, homie. They'll use whoever, whatever to get their way. A con man has no shame, bro. While other people have morals, right? Like, yo, I would never do that. Or how could somebody do that? That's because you have morals, bro. These motherfuckers, they think different than us. They don't have no morals. So they'll use, and, even if they got to use their own kids, bro, but they'll do whatever the fuck it takes. And the difference, of mentality is why people have a hard time believing that some individuals could actually be like this or do this for this and that. That's why the con men that's why to them it's so easy to find people to con, because people think that somebody wouldn't go to those lengths, right? But you'll be surprised, and then you end up getting fucked over, and then that's when you realize, like, shit, I've been played. Yeah, because you didn't think somebody was go to those lengths, but bro, The shameless do exist. They're different. They just think differently. That's why I tell people, be careful who you put your trust in, bro. Because although individuals may seem, cool as fuck, I'm telling you, just don't know. You can't bat for somebody that you truly don't know like that. Because the motherfuckers are shameless. Did you feel the little earthquake today in the morning? Actually, I didn't, but my wife did. She woke me up. I was asleep. I was like fucking drooling and everything, fucking dreaming and shit. She's like, babe, there's an earthquake. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I don't have the ability to stop them. What you waking me up for, woman? Yeah, but she said the windows were shaking and everything. But I was asleep. I was fucked out. Shit, I thought it was just a part of the dream. Cuss was last night. Right. Theater Minneapolis. That's right. I wish to spend a good time in this day. With Big Love from St. Petersburg, Russia. Hey, well, shout out to Russia, bro. Taco. I see friends of mine still fuck with Drake, even though he did the... Oh, I know. You're gonna have individuals who just don't give a fuck, bro. Like I had said on my last video, right, where I said that individuals don't care unless it happens to somebody that's relevant to them. Like if it happens to someone that they know or maybe their family members, then they would care, right? But since it's happening to somebody who's unrelated to them, they don't give a fuck, bro. And a lot of people are like that. That's why you could have a lot of people that still bum Michael Jackson and this and that because they don't really care, bro. Unless it affects, unless one of the victims was one of their kids, And that's just how a lot of people are. Sad, bro, but true. A lot of people try to play the part, bro, but a lot of people don't give a fuck, bro. It's a cold world. Because they'll try to justify because they'll have a connection to, this individual, maybe that song, maybe, I don't know, brings back good memories or maybe it was played at their wedding or whatever, but they'll try to justify it one way or another, bro. Because they don't want to lose the memory, the hold that it has, right? That's why they'll make whatever excuse to try to justify hearing the music, right? That way they don't feel bad that they're listening to a predator that takes advantage of kids. It makes them feel better now, Like, nah, I know I'm not bumping. I know I'm not doing nothing bad by hearing this guy's music because, like, well, I mean, these people are lying. You know what I mean? But trying to justify to make themselves feel better. But truth of the matter is you're supporting a predator, bro. Period. You can try to spin it however way you want. Whatever helps you sleep at night. But at the end of the day, reality is reality. Truth is truth. Because no one says that people have to stop listening to individuals and stuff like that. You have the option. The option is supporting a predator or not supporting a predator. That's the option. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, they'll try to spin it whatever way that but in all true reality, bro, you're supporting a predator, bro. That's the option. Not supporting a predator. No one's saying that you have to choose not to support, right? You can make whatever choice you want. But like I said, that only shows your character, though. And you can't blame people for seeing it that way because that's actually the reality of things. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I was a big fan of SPM, bro. I had his CDs and everything, bro. I fuck with a lot of his music. My favorite songs were some of his songs. When I found out, the shit, bro, it all went out the window, bro. As good as I thought those jams were, and hell yeah, and we used to have kickbacks and woo and good times. I just can't fuck with somebody. I can't be bumping it right there and being cool with that. I have kids, bro. I can't, that's just that's just weird, bro. How can I be able to look at my kids, and I feel, uncomfortable, bumping this motherfucker, though? You know what I mean? Like, knowing damn well, bro, what he's being convicted for. And I'm just going to be right here like nothing. You know what I mean? I just can't do that, bro. I just can't. Not because of, like, getting judged or whatever. I just personally can, though. You know, how am I gonna look at myself in the mirror, bro? Fuck what everybody else thinks about me. It's about how I think about myself. I just can't do that. You know what I mean? And the fact that people worry instead about how people are judging them, it's like this has nothing to do with nobody else. Don't worry about how people will look at you. But the fact that you can hear that and look at yourself in the mirror is the concerning part. You know what I mean? Because I guarantee you, bro, the same people that are looking to, you know, brush it to the side or like it's not a big deal or whatever, I guarantee you, bro, $1,000,000, bro. If it was your daughter or your someone that you know, you would see the thing completely fucking different, bro. Letting you already know that what he did was wrong, bro. Because if it happened to someone you knew, you would see it that way, bro. And don't tell me otherwise. Because then if that was your kid and you're cool with it, then that's just weird in itself too, bro. You know, that's even fucking stranger. You know what I mean? Because I think people like, hey, for what if that was like your daughter or whatever? Like, man, I will kill the motherfucker. Then why are you bumping him? You know? What if Michael Jackson had your kids in the bed with him? Oh, hell no, I would have fucking killed the motherfucker. Come on, my guys. But see, that already lets you know people's mentalities, homie. Because it's not their kids. They don't care. You know? They just won't want to say that because they're worried about being judged. But truth of the matter is, by you bumping the music, that's what you're saying. And like I said, the concerning part is that you're able to do that and be cool and like it doesn't bother you. That's the concerning part. Because trust me, if that wasn't someone that did that to your kid, you would not be bumping that motherfucker. Six years ago. No, yeah, you know, a lot of information that gets put out, you know, to some people it's a surprise, right? But this information has been out there. It's just that people just, you know, choose not to look, right? They only choose to investigate whatever, you know, I guess really interests them, right? Same with you know, a bunch of YouTubers, right? When people, you know, expose them, and like let's say they're YouTubers like from my area, right? And it's like, well, yeah, this is something that we knew already, right? Like the Savage Studio one, bro. That, you know, he's from my area, bro. That's stuff that we've known already since forever, since before even YouTube, you know. But when the audience found out, it was news. It was news to them, right? But it's like, bro, did you hear? Like, well, we've been knowing that forever. You know, I was getting told like people by individual, like, why did you throw it out there? Like, why would I throw it out there? Why? Like, to let the people know. Like, what concern is it to them though? They're not a part of the gang life or the street life, so why would I care to alert them? Or why would they care to know? Right? Like that way they won't fuck with him. But why wouldn't they fuck with him if they're not from the streets? Why would they follow street rules if they're not from the streets? Because if you're gonna start following gang rules, my boy, then you better go get jumped into a gang, bro. Because if not, what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna follow gang rules, but you're not from a gang. So like, what exactly are you doing here? Like, are you like love to pretend to be gangster or what the fuck? Like, I don't understand your motives here. And I never understood the people's motives, bro. Like, no, well, that fool snitch. Hey, my boy, but you don't bang though. Yeah, but you know, I don't want to fuck with snitches. Like, why? You don't bang though. This shit is crazy. I understand why gang members, you know, why they don't fuck with them and shit like that, right? But civilians? So civilians are following gang rules. What other gang rules should civilians follow? Since we're applying that, if you're following that rule, bro, you better follow all these other ones too, though. Nah, see, I don't like this rule. I don't like that rule. This rule's kind of cool. I don't like that rule. Like, oh, so you think you could just pick and choose? Oh, okay. All right, so is that how that works? Oh, I never realized that we had options here. Oh, well, in that case, People are funny, bro. Like, hey, man, hey, that neighborhood should fucking, hey, jump that fool out, though, homie. Like, hey, my boy, where are you from? Like, well, I don't bang. You don't bang, but you're telling them what they should do and how they should run their neighborhoods and what their move should be. Hey, I'm just saying, homie, it was me and my homies. Like, but you say you don't bang. I know, but if I did, oh, so we're doing hypotheticals here, huh? We're doing what ifs, huh? Oh, no. Well, go get jumped into that gang that you're talking about. Go get jumped in, and then you can give your opinion on how you guys should handle it. Then they'll hear you. They'll hear you out right there. So go get jumped in, and then they'll listen to you, my boy. So then that way they could actually take your consideration. You know. So that's the best advice I could give you. Like, if you want them to hear you out, go get jumped in, and then they'll listen to you. But until then, the fuck are you doing? Lord jeez. I'm telling you, bro, I just don't understand people sometimes. It's a trip. And it's like the people feel like they have this entitlement to it, and it's crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.